Hey, are you anywhere between 3 to 6 months on your Freeform Loc journey? Then this is for you. In this video, you'll be learning 3 top signs of Loc Budding, what it means exactly for your Freeform Loc journey, and especially why you need to be super excited about it. Stay locked. I'm Emmanuel from Freedom Locs, and if you are starting out on your Freeform Loc journey, you'll be getting a ton of value on this video today. So stay locked in till the end of the video so that you'll be able to get all of the juices from this video. You'll get the fullest understanding about what Loc Budding is all about. So before we jump right in a moment, I'll be giving you the 3 main signs of Loc Budding. Okay, but before we jump right into it, we'll be getting into understand what are Loc Buds in the first place. What is Loc Budding exactly? So Loc Buds are also called Loc balls or also Loc lumps. All right. So what is it actually? It's this hard lump you find in the middle or at the end of your twist. Okay, it's either in the middle or towards the end or the tip of the twist, right? And it's very important to notice that these buds actually mark the beginning of your first milestones in your Loc journey. Yeah, so what this means is that for the very first time ever, your Loc is expressing itself fully into the universe, right? Or literally, your Loc got balls. Yeah, you got me right. Your Loc got balls enough to stand up for itself, and it's building its own identity all by itself. So I want to show you next the Loc stages, right? Because when you understand the different Loc stages as illustrated on this table here, you can see the starter stage, it goes right down until you reach the mature, the adult stage, right? So depending on what stage you are in, then you should expect budding. But normally, you should expect to see these Loc buds start forming anywhere between 3 to 6 months on your Freeform Loc journey, right? So what are the 3 signs of Freeform Loc Budding or just Loc Budding? What are the 3 signs? The first sign is when you go to actually wash your hair, right? Shampoo, you scrub the scalp, you just realize that your twist doesn't unlock itself anymore, right? So you wash, you rinse, you dry, and you just realize that the twist is still there and it hasn't unlocked up. It's still intact. So here's why at Freedom Locs we really don't bother about retwisting our locks or and all of that. I can show you here. You can see here's a bud actually, right? This is one here actually. You can see. So that's it all about. So here's what happens actually, right? Your hair begins to tangle inside and then it forms what's called an internal Loc matrix, right? An internal Loc matrix is just a net within locks that catches all of your naturally shed hair, right? It forms itself there and then it kind of traps on all of your naturally shed hair. Does this remind you of something? DNA strands, electromagnetic coils, natural life, the flower of life, not nature's way. So that's just the way it works, right? It forms this spiral. Great. The second sign is something called the freeze, right? The hair becomes noticeably frizzy at this point, okay? And this is when usually your hair texture gets a little rougher at the tips, at the edges, right? And this is how I like to describe it. If you were in a workplace and your hair, you were still in that afro stage, at this point, all of your colleagues and everybody knows at this point that you are on a Freeform Loc journey because it gets really, really, really edgy, it gets frizzy, and you can't hide it, okay? It's really visible at this point. So the third stage, by the way, if you're getting some real value from this video, I want you to do 2 things for me, right? Hit on that like button, and then secondly, smash on that subscribe button, and then hit on the bell so that you'll be notified every single time I post a new video. So the third sign is swelling. Your hair begins to mat and swell, okay? Newbies might see this as a problem that really needs to be fixed, but it's just a natural and necessary part of the locking process, all right? So the swells just develop in between, anywhere between the hard lump and the root, right? That's where the swelling happens, right? So this, as you can realize, then the Loc Budding stage is an inevitable stage. It's an inevitable process in your locking, right? And it must happen. So even if you're doing semi-freeform or instant lock method, you must go through this stage, right? The only difference between the semi-freeform or the instant lock method and freeform method is that with the freeform method, there's no manipulation. We just allow nature to do its thing. The hair just tangles up, and that internal lock matrix just develops naturally. All right, it develops naturally and with no effort and without any manipulation external. So we've just seen the 3 top signs of loc budding, right? Twisting, freezing, and swelling, right? So tell me now, what stage are you on in your freeform loc journey, right? Are you enjoying the process? Are you noticing the changes taking place? Leave that in the comment section, right? And remember to hit on the subscribe button, hit on the like button if you really enjoyed this, and let's stay locked up, guys. See you on the next one.